Okay, so this video is to understand how GoHighLevel works, so you understand roughly where to go, what to click, and things like that. So basically, you should see something like this when you log into GoHighLevel, and then this is the agency dashboard, right? Or the agency level, you could say. So basically, we have a lot of confusing things here. Those things that I do not mention, it means I do not use them or they are not important, so you don't need to think about it. You could explore them in your free time and click on them and see what it is, but they are not necessary for SMMA and things like that. So basically, what we need, these two things, not really interested, sub accounts, right? This is the main thing we use. So sub accounts is basically an account. Let's see if it loads. It's like accounts that you can make where you can have your website, automations, emails, SMSs, like everything you can have there that we need, right? So basically, with the $97 plan, you can make 3 sub accounts maximum, right? One of those sub accounts will probably be your own personal sub account where you will have your website and all of that. Now, you can also get 2 clients. So for your clients, you can also set up websites and automations and all of the good stuff, but you can only have 3 total. Now, if you upgrade to 297 plan, you can have unlimited sub accounts. That's the best part. Now, account snapshots, this is not really interested. Reselling, add-ons, affiliate portal, templates, partnership, university. University could be interesting for you. Let's see, this is a very dumb pop-up. So university, you could join this university. And then there's a lot of good courses like how to get leads, how to get that, how to do this. Like there's a lot of good courses. They do take a lot of time. If you want, you could check them out. If not, then whatever. Now, these other things we don't really need, or I don't really use them. Now we click on settings, and then we go to settings. So there's like my profile, company, blah, blah, blah. You could fill this out. It's not so important. The one I wanted to show you was billing. So this is where you have your current plan, and then you can just skip the trial to start everything now. Then you can extend your trial by clicking here, downgrade, upgrade plans, cancel plans, like everything you need to know about billing and things like that. Then you have payments and wallet and transactions like payment history and things like that over here. So you can manage that over here. Now, also, if you're wondering about something or need help with something with GoHighLevel or any type of support, you have this button over here. So let's move these things here. So you have this question mark, right? If you click on the question mark, you have a relationship number here, which you need sometimes to get support. So you could just copy it. Now you could also click join Zoom call and follow the instructions to join a Zoom call where a support person will help you and you can share your screen and they will help you. Then you have like help center, very good place. There's a lot of documents and you might be thinking, oh, this is very boring. But if you go there and you search for a specific thing like how to set up a dedicated domain, for example, right? So then you can just find step-by-step steps like with pictures and everything, very easy to understand, and you get to know your problem get to fix your problem very fast. And now there's a couple of other things that are not so important. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Now we can go to the sub account. Okay, so now if you click here to switch, you can click on your sub account. If we go into our sub account, this is where everything starts. So basically, Launchpad, you will see some other things there. Now, dashboard, this is where we see how many sales we made and how many this and how many that and so on. Now, before we go on further, I just want to say, you see this pop-up. It will be there forever until you join this onboarding call. So you could join this onboarding call. You can ask some questions. If you don't understand something, they will answer everything. If you do not want to join this call, you still should join this call and then say, oh, I just wanted to get this pop-up off. Just mark me as complete on onboarding. Because otherwise this pop-up will be there forever and yeah, you cannot get it away. For now, let's just close it. So back to dashboard. This is where you see everything. yeah, this, that, funnels, blah, blah, blah. Like, we don't have numbers because we haven't started now. Conversations. This is where you have all of your Facebook and Instagram and SMS and emails in one place. It's very amazing. You can also show this to your clients. Your clients can also use this. So it saves a lot of time. So here you see unread messages, recent messages, started messages, and all the messages. We don't have any messages, but you can click there and then you choose where you want to respond through. You want to send email, SMS, blah, blah, blah. Calendars. You can have your own calendar. We can connect a calendar. This is where you can see, oh, I have, for example, on this meeting or on this calendar, I have meeting then and then and then and then. This is just a big calendar where you can see everything. Afterwards, we will go through these 3 different calendars. Contacts, this is where we have all of our contacts. You will just see them here. We don't have any contacts right now. You can add a contact, just create it manually. Most of the contacts will be added automatically, so you don't need to think about that. Then you can change the opportunity, add to opportunity. We will talk about opportunities very soon. This is add to automation. So if you click this, select a couple of people, and then you add to automation to start the automation. Then this one we don't need. This one you could use, not really needed. You can add a tag, you can remove a tag, you can delete contacts, you can send the review request, which is pretty good. You can export contacts, you can import contacts, and these 3 you don't need to worry about because I've never used them in my whole life. Opportunities. This is where you can see everything very clearly. It's like dashboard, but for sales. So basically, when somebody fills out a form on your website, first thing they will pop up here, and that is a lead, right? Now, most of people will book a meeting with you afterwards. If they do not book a meeting, they will stay as a lead. If they book a meeting, they move there, and so on. No show is if somebody booked a meeting but they didn't show up, you just take them and drag here, or you can just put in like manually on the contact that put them in this automation, no show, but you can just take them and drag them, very easy. No show, they get like reminders, and we try to book them in again for a new meeting. Follow-ups, if you need to follow up, if you need to call somebody, if you need to send an email, an SMS or whatever, you move them here. Closed means they do not get any more emails, any more SMSs. They are closed, they are out of the marketing system. And then long-term nurture, if somebody doesn't respond to you or is not interested in buying right now, you can add them there. They get emails each week and they get to know your brand better and things like that. Payments, this is not really needed. Then we have marketing, AI agents, not needed. Automations, very, very good thing. This is my favorite thing about GoHighLevel. Because we can automate things, send automated emails, SMSs, and things like that. We have a lot of different workflows. I will go over them in another video, but this is really good. Sites, this is where we have our sites. Golden funnel. So basically in the golden funnel, it is an opt-in page where people land and then they click a button, show me how to get that dream offer. And then there pops up like a lead form, you could call it. They fill it out. And after they fill out a lead form, they pop up in the opportunities tab as a new lead. Then they get taken to a VSL page. On the VSL page, we tell them what we offer, what they get, blah, 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 and we try to get them to book a meeting. Now, after they book a meeting, on the opportunities tab, they will automatically go to another tab and so on. And then after this, when they book a meeting, then they go to thank you page. Thank you for booking this meeting. The meeting is then and then. You got more info to email, blah, blah, blah. All the info that they need. Now we also have a privacy policy and terms of service. This is good for A2P registration and things like that. It's not really needed for you right now, but when we try to get SMSs verified and SMS messages working, we need these ones. They are mandatory, right? Memberships, media storage, reputation. These two you don't need to worry about. Reputation could be a good thing. You could get more reviews for your clients, which is amazing, or for yourself also. And these two are not important. So now if we go to settings, also before we go to settings, I forgot to mention, if we go to sites, we have forms here. Forms, this is like a form like where people can fill out and they become a lead. So their name, email, and phone number. Very easy. This is the main form we use on the website. This is a form, you can send a link to it, or when we are registering A2P, you can use this form to get approved easier. Although this form doesn't look as good as the opt-in form and doesn't convert as good. Okay, settings. So in the settings, we have business profile. That is not my address, so do not try to visit me. This is where you fill out your name, legal business name, business email, business phone, blah, blah, blah. Just fill out everything. This is where GoHighLevel takes info from and uses it in the emails, SMSs, and everything. So try to make it accurate. You can fill out these things, fill out this, fill out that. And these things you don't need to worry about. Billing, this is not really important for now. My staff. Now, this is very important. So basically, there's a big blue button, add user. You need to add yourself as a user, right? So then you can manage this account and set up calendars and things like that. If you have another friend that you're working with, you can also add a user. Or for example, for your customers, you create a sub account for your customer, and then you add them as a user. Maybe they have more team. You add their team as a user, and they can use that platform for everything, which is amazing. Opportunities and pipelines, this is not important. Automations, also not important. Calendars. This is the calendars. You can connect your Google Calendar so it syncs and all of that, but we do that in another video. Now we have three main calendars. One-on-one interview. So one-on-one interview is your main calendar. This is where when people fill out a lead form and then they watch the VSL on your website, then they book a meeting, and then they book a meeting into this calendar. This is their first time meeting you, right? Now, if after this meeting you need more time, let's say, so you set up a follow-up meeting, right? This is a follow-up calendar, and this is one reminder. Because some people, with the follow-up meeting, you get quite a lot of reminders to join that meeting, right? Some people hate that. So if your clients complain about that, you can add them to one reminder calendar, so they get only one reminder to join the meeting and not a lot of reminders. But I would still recommend the follow-up one and the one-on-one interview, because they have a lot of emails, a lot of SMSs, and your clients will most definitely show up to the meeting. Now, these are not so important. Email services. This is one of the most important things, because we need to set up a dedicated domain. This will protect your email, and then we can send a lot more emails with safety, without landing in spam and without landing there and there and there. Like, it just protects your email, and we can send out so much more emails. So we could we will set it up for you, and we will set that up for your clients. Phone numbers, this is fucked up now. So when you click to phone system settings, we can actually do it right now. If we go to phone system settings, and then what you can do is you can just click switch all sub accounts to LC phone. That way you can buy a number that you can send out SMSs from. And SMSs are really overpowered thing, because everybody sees an SMS, and it's just overpowered. Let's see, we were in settings on phone numbers. Now we have WhatsApp, objections, blah, blah, blah. These are not interesting. Custom fields. We're soon done, so you can go to sleep very soon. Now, custom fields. These are important, because let's say on the form, people fill out their, for example, first name, last name, and email, right? Now, let's say they fill that out on the form, And then in an email, we have written, hi, contact first name. This is Domas writing to you, right? Now, that's what we write in the email. But when we send out the email, it will look at the specific person's, how would you say it? Specific person's custom field. So basically, it would say, hi, John, this is Domas writing to you. So this is amazing for bulk emails, bulk SMSs, and things like that. Custom values. Let's see, loading. So basically, custom values, each place where this type of link, you could say, is put on. So for example, landing page. So each place where this link is put on, like in your privacy policy or terms of service or wherever, if we go here and add the value, so for example, value is your landing page, so driveomedia.com, and update. So basically, each time there is this type of link, it just puts in your website there. So you don't need to do it manually each time, each document, and things like that. Saves a lot of time. So you just put in VSL video page, scheduling page, confirmation page, and so on, and it fills out automatically. Domains. This is where we connect your domain, so you can have your website connected to, for example, driveomedia.com, and not some random link, right? Integrations. This is where we can connect the Google Calendar, Google, Facebook, and Instagram, and all of these other ones which we do not need. You could connect Stripe also, we need, but you could connect or you could not connect. And that's almost it. The last thing is tags. We only have one tag, interested. It's when somebody clicks on your email, they get marked as interested, and then you know that this person is more interested than the one that didn't click on your email. So you can create more tags and add tags and automations. We'll learn that later. But for now, this is everything you need to know. And in the next lesson, we're learning how to set everything up and how to get everything to work properly.